Savoring and serving, experience the best of life.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to Savoring and Serving. If you follow me on Foursquare, I'm sure that you've noticed that I enjoy checking in and piddling around in guitar shops. Wow, I have checked into guitar shops from Greenwich Village, New York, and all the way out to Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. And here I am today in a wonderful guitar shop in my very own hometown. Well, for the last couple of weeks on Savoring and Serving, we've been in the middle of a series called LCD, a picture of our lives unfazed by stress. Living well, cultural therapy, and dialing in spiritually. And for the last couple of weeks, we have been delving in the topic of living well. And thank you so very much for the scores of positive responses that we've received regarding the inspirational value of Rashawn Thornton's and Ashley King's words. But this week, we're going to transition into what I call cultural therapy. Now, culture, admittedly, is a very broad term, and culture can be expressed in innumerable ways. But for our purposes on Savoring and Serving, we're going to focus on the dance and the music aspect of a cultured life. 17th century Oxford scholar Robert Burton stated in The Art of Melancholy that dance and that music make critical contributions to our lives and our well-beings as humans. And some 4 centuries later, his words still resonate greatly. Now, I know that music is mostly marketed for listening pleasure. However, I am sure that you have had that powerful moment where a song perfectly synced with the mood of your soul. I certainly know that I have. From Mozart concertos to Fanny Crosby's hymns to Minnie Riperton high notes to Carlos Santana guitar riffs, and even to juicy J. Cole beats. I would be hard-pressed to express to you how many times my day has utterly pivoted on the right song at the right moment. And so, Savoring and Serving, we're going to visit with one of my all-time favorite bands. Now, I have a lot of favorite bands nationally and internationally, but one of my all-time favorite bands actually performs locally in my hometown, and they're called Melo Groove. And they fuse R&B, gospel, and they tie everything together with pulsating Afro-Latin rhythms. And Melo Groove afforded me the honor of sitting down and having a nice conversation with them regarding musical therapy. And I was also able to take in the sweet sounds of their music, and they even humbled me by the honor of allowing me to perform a song with them. So, your date, your rendezvous with this muse called Good Music begins now. Hello, my people. Marvin Rogers here, host of Savoring and Serving. Excited to be on location at Lito's Pizza in Rock Hill, South Carolina with Melo Groove. Brothers, let me tell you, not only do I appreciate you gentlemen because you're musicians extraordinaire, I also appreciate the fact that you're Southern gentlemen. Absolutely. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Good. Myself, great.
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling blessed.
Yes, sir.
Now, Brandon, would you be so kind as to share with us the genesis of Melo Groove? Okay. How did it all begin?
Well, it started actually just up the road. We're in Rock Hill at Winthrop University, great school. And we started doing talent shows and open mics, myself, Jerry, Tim. And from there, it blossomed. We started playing for an artist in Charlotte, backing her up on some gigs. And then one day, we decided to do it ourselves. We said, we've been out there, we've done a little bit. Let's make our own group. Melo Groove was born, and we've been performing ever since.
So you transitioned from the backstage to the forefront.
Exactly.
Yes, and would you gentlemen be so kind as to introduce yourselves? We can start here, and also share with the Savoring and Serving viewing audience what instrument you play.
All right. Well, my name is Steve Subra. They call me Sue. Play bass. Moved to this area like 22 years ago, and it's been great. Had the pleasure of playing with these guys now since '06, so it's been quite a while, and can't wait to play for you here today, and lucky to meet this gentleman as well.
Appreciate it. And I've already introduced you, but you can take the opportunity to introduce yourself and share a little bit about your musical passion.
Okay. My name is Brandon Stevens. I'm a vocalist, I'm a vocalist and songwriter, and I'm from Lexington, South Carolina. Been in the Rock Hill area for a good while now, and my passions in music are very diverse. I like to listen to jazz, country music, R&B, hip hop, anything that has integrity and depth to it. That's the kind of stuff that I like to listen to.
Appreciate that.
All right, on to me.
Midas?
My name is Jerry Hardison, also known as Midas.
Midas?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a keyboardist in the band Melo Groove, also an MC and a producer. I grew up have a church background, so I grew up playing instruments as far as drums and keyboards ever since I was like 9 years old, growing up in church and stuff. So that's been very instrumental in my musicianship. And I've been in the Rock Hill area. I went to Winthrop, graduated Winthrop in '02. I actually entered Winthrop in '96, graduated in '02. And, just been chasing my passion as far as playing music ever since then.
And Winthrop's in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
And I'm originally from Sherrard, South Carolina, and I'm just fortunate to be here and be able to play amongst these other talented gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. And last but not least, good brother.
Yeah, my name is Timothy Williams, but I go by EZ. It's short for Ezekiel. But I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, and like these two gentlemen right here, I graduated from Winthrop, and I've been playing pretty much since I was like about 5, just like Jerry in the church, and I had the opportunity, which I think is significant, to march on the South Carolina State Bulldogs marching 101. I'm a BBI, I'm a Bronco Brother Incorporated, so I just want to say BB. Y'all can finish the rest. But my passion is I'm the percussionist on Melo Groove, and I play the set, and I really love it, and that's really the main thing that continues to let me continue to play every day, man. It's that love for it. And been with these guys since like 05. You know what I'm saying? That's Melo Groove, and like Mighty said, we just really been chasing it. You know what I'm saying, with our passion and doing our thing.
And I can feel the love in your drumming, brother.
Oh, no doubt.
And I will tell my audience, don't let his nickname fool you, EZ. My brother goes hard on that drum set.
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you, gentlemen, a lot of times when I go to hear music, I tell people I'm going to a concert. But when I come to hear Melo Grooves play, I tell people, they say, Marvin, where are you going? I say, I'm going to get some musical therapy. Your music to me has been therapeutic. It eased my mind, it eased my soul. Your silky sounds just to fill me up with all types of listening pleasures. And I think that concept of music therapy is like so powerful because you can look around and it's not hard to see. People are stressed out these days.
Yeah.
High unemployment, high gas prices.
Absolutely.
I got some gas early today. $55 to fill up.
Yeah.
Drama in relationships, there's always something to be stressed out about. Now, growing up, was music something that you leveraged for like a mental escape?
I think so, but I didn't know it to be that at that particular time. For me, music provides a wonderful escape. You could be going through something, but just putting on a song, you might connect with it. And it allows you to forget about whatever problems or stresses you may be going through at that particular time. And I know even myself now, I could listen to a song that I listened to 10 years ago and still have the same feeling. So I think that's very,
amazing.
very important.
That's powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else want to chime in on the power of music to help us depressurize and to de-stress in this life?
Yeah, I think for me, when I was younger, growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, it could be kind of rough in the area. But if you were one of the guys who, some of the guys who played an instrument, or the guys who were great athletes, or the guys who some of the guys were dancers, some of the people were singers, actors. If you had something going on, it kind of made you, kind of special. You didn't get picked on as much.
Right.
And starting off, like Jerry, starting off, I think drums was the first thing I played. That was like in the 2nd grade, and of course it was an escape. And you learn to love it, and you get to meet up with people that also share the same passion, and you go down that road. But as far as therapy, it was always something that offered you an escape, a passion. If you don't have passion for something in your life, I think you really are in bad shape. It's a blessing to be able to have something that you love to do. You don't really even need anybody else to really enjoy it, and it gives you something to always get joy out of. But starting off back on when I was young, it was a way to kind of keep out of trouble in a lot of ways. And then I got big, and it didn't make a difference. But it was an out. And it was an escape.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, gentlemen, all your comments are beautifully stated. You want to share something, Brandon?
Sure. For me, growing up, music was just a part of life. I didn't know anything different. My mother is a great pianist and singer, and her background was religious. She only listened to gospel. And then my father, he's not musically inclined necessarily, but he kept a lot of music going in the house, a lot of soul, a lot of jazz. And that was my upbringing. But I was kind of a late bloomer when it came to actually discovering being able to create music myself. I didn't start writing my first songs until my last couple of years in high school, and that's when I started singing. Really wasn't singing publicly much. I mean, I did a couple of talent shows at school, and then mainly it was singing along the records, when I was in my room drawing and doing homework. And then when I met these guys at Winthrop University, we started collaborating on some things, and that's when I really discovered that, this is really fun, but it also gives me, some type of peace and joy from within that's incomparable to anything else,
Peace and joy are rare commodities in this day and age.
Exactly. And one of the things that I really enjoy being, blessed to be able to, sit down at a keyboard and write a song is that process has helped me get out some emotions that may have been otherwise directed in a not so productive manner. So I mean it's therapeutic in a way, and also just listening to some good music is great, because music is not just sounds and words, it's something that creates a mood, and it can really influence your mood. When you're feeling relaxed, you might want to have a glass of wine or something and just lay back on the couch. Or if you're feeling, aggressive, you might want to throw on some hip hop or some hard rock or something like that. And also, there's music that you use to clean up the house too. There's some stuff that you can sing along to and dance a little bit with. So yeah,
that's beautifully stated. When you talked about getting the emotions out, you took it up to that next level from therapy to catharsis. It's cathartic for us.
Exactly.
My brother, that is so powerful. Now, how much you gentlemen will let me pay you so I can play with y'all tonight? Y'all take credit cards?
It would be our pleasure.
All right.
We'll let you jam.
We'll let you do something.
I appreciate that. You gentlemen are so kind. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the set tonight, and I want to say to my Savoring and Serving viewers out there, wherever you are, just relax. Get you a cup of hot tea, a glass of wine, and prepare yourself to receive the musical therapy and the silky sounds of Melo Groove.
Oh, if we could add one more thing real quick, too. There's another member of the band who's actually Brandon's younger brother. His name is Vince. He plays keyboards and sings. V on the keys. Very talented, very gifted young man. And we love playing with him. And he produces another factor of music, bringing the younger type audience influence into the music as well. Just wanted to get that out.
Oh yeah,
V on the keys.
Oh yeah, I heard V Keys do Bobby Womack a couple of weeks ago. Changed my life.
Yeah,
changed my life, my brothers.
Yeah.
All right,
I like to
go right
really
ahead.
quick, man. I just want to say, really, I'm just thankful. To just have the opportunity to play with gentlemen like this, and you know, to be able to express myself, because it's all about serenity. You know what I'm saying? It gives us a peace of mind. It's really how I free myself. And it also reminds you that having this gift or being able to express yourself, it just kind of reminds you that it all comes from within. You know what I mean? And and also, you know, my brother passed, Kashif Ahmad, Jimmy Earl Williams Jr.
God bless his soul.
Shout out. Yeah, he used to come and he would do the hip hop portion. He was an MC. And definitely through his spirit, we're going to continue to do this.
Oh, yes,
music.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just want to put that out there.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, gentlemen, I have been touched by your music many times, and during this session, I'm touched by your words.
Yes, sir.
And more, and beyond musicians, I appreciate the men and the Southern gentlemen that you are. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for your collaboration with Savoring and Serving. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, gentlemen.
Where my old school soul music lovers at? y'all like that one? Thank you very much. Y'all in for a treat tonight. We have a special guest in the house. Okay, we already got some noise makers in the back. Y'all don't even know who it is yet. Y'all already making noise. So once y'all know who it is, it's going to be even better. Tonight, we have the pleasure of welcoming someone very special to the band to the stage. He's working on a web show that's focused on lifestyle, living, just taking in the essence of life. It's called Savoring and Serving. His name is Marvin Rogers, and he's an incredible guy. Very well versed in different cultures, languages. He's just a man of the people, and I think once you hear him sing and play tonight, you'll be able to hear his spirit and his heart come out through the song. So at this time, everybody, we want to welcome to the stage Mr. Marvin D. Rogers. How's everybody feeling tonight? Great to see you all tonight. It's a beautiful spring night, and to be able to serenade this night with the sweet sounds of Melo Groove is a beautiful thing. Let's give Melo Groove a round of applause. I love the fact that not only are they musicians extraordinaire, they're Southern gentlemen. How many Eric Clapton fans do we have in the house tonight? Yeah? All right. Now another question for you tonight. How many of you feel wonderful tonight? Yeah? That's what I like to hear. Well, in that spirit, let us lace up this mic with the beautiful music of Eric Clapton. Wonderful night.
Savoring Evening tonight. Thank you.
On next week's episode of Savoring and Serving, the Savoring and Serving crew will exclusively report on an invasion by the Dominican Republic. No, not the Dominican Army, but an infectious Dominican dance called bachata. This will be an amazing episode. It definitely will.
En las cosas que contigo viví, en lo mucho que te di y lo poco que recibí, pienso en ti y te juro que tú eres lo peor que me ha pasado. Pienso en ti y lo último que quiero es volver a tu lado. No, pienso en ti y descubro que mi tiempo lo perdí. Fui una tonta, no debí enamorarme de ti.